Hey everyone, welcome to Fluent Mind Podcast.
The podcast where you learn English through real conversations about life, growth, and mindset.
I'm Maya,
And I'm Noah.
and today we're doing something a little different.
We're going to share our real goals with you out loud in English.
And while we do that, you're going to learn exactly how to talk about your goals in English with clarity, with confidence. Okay, so let me tell you what happened last week. Someone asked me in English, "What are your goals?" And I froze.
Why?
Not because I don't have goals, I do, but I didn't know how to say them in English. Like, I had the thought in my head, but it got stuck on the way out,
That's the worst feeling.
right? Have you ever felt like that? You know what you want to say, but you can't find the words?
That's what we're fixing today. Because it's not about intelligence, it's about structure. You know what you want, you just don't know how to package it in English.
Exactly. So today, no theory, just practice. We're going to give you the exact words and structures you need to talk about your dreams, your goals, your future.
By the end of this episode, you'll be able to say what you want in English. Not perfectly, but clearly.
And that's what matters.
Before we start, if this is your first time here, welcome. Every week, Maya and I sit down and talk about real things, and you learn English by listening.
No boring grammar lessons, no vocabulary lists, just real conversation. New episodes every week. So stick around.
All right, let's start.
Okay, I'll go first. Deep breath. My goal is to work at an international company. There, I said it out loud.
How does that feel?
Scary, honestly, because saying it makes it real.
Good, that's the point. So tell me more. Why is that your goal?
Because I want to grow. I want to be challenged. I want to work with people from different countries and learn from them. And also, I want to prove to myself that I can do it, that my English is good enough.
Okay, stop there. Did you notice what you just did?
What?
You used a structure. My goal is to... That's how you start talking about your objective.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
Exactly, that's the point. It should feel natural. Let me break it down for everyone listening. Structure number 1, my goal is to plus verb. Examples, my goal is to work abroad. My goal is to speak English fluently. My goal is to start my own business.
Simple, right? You don't need fancy words. Just say what you want.
Now let's go deeper. Maya, what's your plan to get there?
Okay, so I plan to improve my English every day. I plan to apply for international positions this year, and I plan to network with people who already work in those companies.
Perfect. Did you hear that? I plan to... That's structure number 2.
So first you say your goal, then you say your plan.
Exactly. The goal is the destination, the plan is the map.
Okay, so let me say it again using both structures. My goal is to work at an international company. I plan to improve my English and apply for positions this year.
That's it. Clear, simple, effective.
Wait, I have one more thing to say. I also hope to meet people who inspire me, people who push me to be better.
There's another structure. I hope to... That's number 3.
What's the difference between plan and hope?
Plan is something you control. I plan to study English. That's on you. Hope is something you want but can't fully control. I hope to meet inspiring people. That depends on circumstances, too.
Okay, that makes sense. So you use plan for actions you'll take and hope for outcomes you want.
Exactly.
All right, your turn. What's your goal?
My goal is to travel to at least 5 new countries in the next 2 years.
That's amazing. Why?
Because I spent too many years afraid. Afraid to speak, afraid to make mistakes, afraid people wouldn't understand me. And that fear kept me small.
And now?
Now I want to prove to myself that I can go anywhere and communicate. Not perfectly, but clearly enough to connect with people.
I love that. So what's the plan?
I plan to save money every month. I plan to research the countries I want to visit. And I hope to meet people from different cultures and learn from them.
Wait, you used all three structures: goal, plan, hope.
Exactly. Let me say it all together. My goal is to travel to 5 new countries. I plan to save money and research destinations. I hope to meet interesting people and have meaningful conversations.
See how natural that sounds? You just described your entire goal in 3 sentences.
That's the power of structure. You don't need complicated vocabulary, you just need the right framework.
Okay, let's practice. Everyone listening, pause the episode right now. Think of one goal you have. Any goal, big or small.
Got it? Good. Now say out loud. My goal is to.
Did you do it? Okay, now say, I plan to.
And finally, I hope to.
That's it. You just talked about your goal in English. Feels good, right?
The more you do this, the easier it gets.
You know what helps? Saying these things out loud to real people.
Yeah, because in your head it's easy. But in conversation, that's where you actually learn.
That's why we created the Fluent Mind community. It's a space where you practice speaking English with other people who are learning too.
No judgment, just practice. Every week we do live conversation sessions where you can share your goals, your plans, your dreams in English.
And honestly, that's when it clicks. When you hear other people using these structures and you use them too.
If you want to stop learning alone, join us.
All right, let's keep going. We have more words to teach.
Okay, so we covered the basics, but there are some specific words you need to know when talking about goals.
Let's do a word tour.
First word, dream. A dream is bigger than a goal. It's something that feels almost impossible.
Example, my dream is to speak 5 languages fluently.
Notice we use dream for long-term big visions, things that might take years or even a lifetime.
Okay, next word, aspiration. Fancy word for a strong desire to achieve something.
Example, my aspiration is to become a leader in my field.
It sounds more formal than goal. You'd use it in professional contexts, like in a job interview.
Third word, achieve. This is the verb. It means to successfully reach your goal.
Example, I want to achieve fluency in English by next year.
You can also say, I achieved my goal, or I'm working to achieve my dream.
Next, future. This one's easy but important.
Example, in the future, I want to live abroad.
Or, my future self will thank me for starting today.
Last word, ambition, a strong desire to succeed.
Example, I have the ambition to build my own company.
Can be positive or negative depending on context. If someone says you're too ambitious, they might mean you want too much. But usually it's positive.
Okay, now some bonus structures for talking about goals.
Structure number 4. I'm working towards plus noun or verb with ing.
Example, I'm working towards fluency, or I'm working towards becoming a better speaker.
Structure 5. In the near future, I want to.
Example, in the near future, I want to start freelancing.
Structure 6. My dream is to plus verb.
Example, my dream is to travel the world.
And one more. I aspire to plus verb.
Example, I aspire to inspire others through my work. Okay, that's a lot. Let me recap everything.
Go ahead.
Basic structures. My goal is to. I plan to. I hope to. Advanced structures. I'm working towards. In the near future, I want to. My dream is to. I aspire to.
And key words, dream, aspiration, achieve, future, ambition.
That's your toolkit. Those are the words and structures you need.
Now let's practice using all of this together.
Okay, I'm going to describe a bigger goal using everything we learned. Ready?
Go.
My dream is to work for a company that makes a real impact in the world. In the near future, I want to apply for positions in international organizations. I plan to improve my English every single day and network with professionals in my field. I'm working towards becoming fluent and confident, and I hope to inspire other people who are learning English too.
Perfect. That's how you do it. Clear, structured, confident.
Your turn?
All right. My aspiration is to travel without fear. I plan to visit 5 new countries in the next 2 years and have real conversations with locals. I'm working towards letting go of perfectionism when I speak. In the near future, I want to book my first trip. And my dream is to prove to myself that language is about connection, not perfection.
See? That's the power of using these structures. You sound clear, you sound confident.
And that's what people respond to. Not perfect grammar, clarity.
Okay, now it's your turn. Everyone listening, I want you to do this. Think of one big goal and describe it using at least 3 of the structures we taught.
Say it out loud right now. Nobody's listening, just you.
Did you do it? Good. That's progress. The more you practice, the easier it gets.
And if you want to practice with real people, that's what the Fluent Mind community is for.
All right, let's wrap this up. What did we learn today?
We learned how to talk about goals in English using clear structures.
The basics. My goal is to. I plan to. I hope to.
Advanced. I'm working towards. In the near future, I want to. My dream is to. I aspire to.
And keywords: dream, aspiration, achieve, future, ambition.
Now, here's what I want you to do. This week, talk about your goals out loud, in English, even if nobody's listening.
Because the more you say it, the more real it becomes, and the more confident you get.
If you want to practice with other people who are learning too, join the Fluent Mind community. Link in the description.
Every week we do live conversation practice. You show up, you talk about your goals, your life, your dreams, and everyone else is doing the same thing.
No judgment, just progress.
Thanks for listening today. Seriously, if this helped, share it with someone who's also learning English.
See you next week. Same place, same time.
Keep practicing.
Keep dreaming.
And most importantly, keep talking.
Because that's how you learn.
See you next week.
See ya.